And now I want to talk about to whom of you that doesn't really like to, pick up stock on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and just want to have that the AI will actually generate a portfolio for him. And we have this quite incredible AI portfolio that the algorithm is actually choosing the best 10 assets out of all our packages for you guys every 4 weeks. And what you have to do is just get the list, buy the stock, and hold it for the next 4 months. You don't have to check any time frames. You don't have to check predictability of signal. We do it for you. Actually, the algorithm do it for you and gives you the best out of the best stocks from the entire investment universe. It could be ETF, it could be a stock, and that's actually a product that was opened just for institutional clients. And now we are letting private clients also using it. And the results, I think, are remarkable. And if we are talking about the 2nd of April, when we launched this product, this AI-powered portfolio, it actually produced 31% from the 2nd of April, 2025. 30% in how much months is it? It's like 3 months, almost 3.5 months, which is quite unique. This is a yearly return, by the way, and the algorithm actually succeeded doing it by in a 3.5 months, while the S&P itself made almost we see just above 11%. Um, and you ask, hey, how do we did it? So let's go throughout the portfolio in month by month, and we'll see the returns. As you can see here, it's 31%. The S&P made 11%, and we can find that the H and every rebalance, what was the P&L of the strategy, and what was the P&L of the S&P 500. If we are talking about the first month, April, I'm sure some of you remember how volatile it was in the that we saw a -10, +10 in the S&P, while Trump and his Travis made some really high volatility in the market. So we can find here that the return in April was 3.44, while the S&P went down by 1.8%, as we can see here. The stocks that the algorithm suggested to focus on was Palantir, Take-Two Interactive, Uber, IDXX, Microsoft, EPI, INTU, TDG, and the XLE and COP. And we can find the returns of each and every asset here in this table. And we can see that Palantir, for example, in this month made 35%, while the S&P went down. TTWO made 10%, 10.5%. Again, while the market goes down, the algorithm can identify stocks that moves up, and not just move up, but 35%, which is, I think, is unique. And all you have to do is just buy those 10 stocks in an equal weight manner, just buy it equally weight in the end of the trading day, of the day that you get the forecast. The next rebalance is going to happen on 3 days from now, on the 23rd of July, right? On the next Wednesday, the next rebalance will occur. So if you want to join this specific portfolio, you have to do it in 3 days. And I want to show you what happened again after this first rebalance was over in April 30. Again, you get 10 more assets, and those assets was Netflix, APH, ASML, as we can find here, and COOP. And this portfolio actually made 6.2%, while the S&P had 5.7%, again, beating the S&P. And in June, same way of buying the stocks, selling the stocks that you had, buying the new stocks that the algorithm gave you on the 28th of May. And we can see here that the portfolio actually produced 8%, while the S&P made 3%. This is remarkable. And you can see stocks such as AMST that made 22%, or TSM and VRT that we just talked about. And even the semiconductors ETF was in this specific portfolio. And the Nasdaq 100, as we can see here, the QQQ, and the aerospace and defense. So we have a really unique combination here of ETF and stocks that the algorithm gives you out of all of our packages, the best stocks, if it's best predictability or best signal out of our packages, and give and wrap it in a one portfolio that generating some amazing returns. And now the last rebalance was in 25th of June, and I want to show you what the portfolio is made until now. We can see here the return to last Friday stands on 10%. The month is not over yet, and we already generated 10%, while the S&P made 3.3%. And check the stocks that the algorithm told us to buy. AMST, IEST, UPST, we can find here stocks again. XHB, the home builders sector, that gave a pretty unique advantage here. And it's interesting to see that, let's say, 8 out of those 10 assets is actually outperform the S&P return, which is remarkable. And we can find that the return for this specific portfolio stands on 10.21%, and the cumulative return up until now is standing on 31%. 31%, it's what you do basically in a good year. So we just done it in 3.5% in 3.5 months. So I think this product is quite remarkable, and it's now available for our private clients in the webinar sale. You can buy a 3-month subscription to our AI-powered portfolio in $330 per month. Of course, it's paid every 3 months. And the next rebalance is happening on the 23rd of July. In 3 days, we're going to start the new rebalance, and you're going to get the stock. So don't miss that train and join us on the AI powered portfolio.
Yeah, and it's the first time that we are publishing July portfolio, and it's very interesting selection. We can find here basically several stocks, very interesting stocks. We see the outperformance. Again, we see AMSC, we see LRCX, we can find VRT that you have mentioned, we can find UPST, and also names such as IESC. You know, the names, the tickers are not stocks that you can find in the Wall Street Journal. I don't know. I didn't find any of those stocks in the media. And this is what's unique about the AI. The AI is scanning the market, identifying the opportunities, and we can find here ETFs. We can find here actually four ETFs, right, Ben?
Yeah.
4 ETFs and 6 stocks, and still the performance is more than 3 times than the market and the S&P, which is quite unique. And also the ability to outperform the market by 6%. And for the second month, I think in the previous month, we also made a very significant performance. Yeah, almost 5%. So for 2 actually months in a row, we managed to outperform the market by a significant percent. It's very unique. And the last remark is about April. April, as Ben mentioned, was quite challenging, I would say, for the market. And despite the fact that the market went down, the AI managed to produce significant return. Again, 5% outperformance versus the S&P 500. I think it's very, very interesting product.
True. And again, you can buy it in a 3-month subscription in $330 per month, paid every 3 months. The next rebalance is in 3 days. So keep that in mind and try to join us to the next rebalance. And if you want to combine the two sales that we just saw, you can have it in a 12-month subscription, paid every 12 months, and you can choose one of the packages that we just saw, if it's the Buzz package, if the AI package, or crypto package, ETF package, and combining it with the AI-powered portfolio, and you can get that for $299 per month, and get this amazing deal that also available for the next 24 hours. You can find the link for this specific deal is deal number 3 in the chat. You can just press on the link and get the deal. Choose one of the packages that we just talked about, or any other packages that in our website, and combine it with the AI portfolio, which means that you get your portfolio, a monthly portfolio, and then you can stick stock in a shorter time frames or longer time frames while using our packages. So this is a really unique webinar sales that we have for you today.